And again, 15-second delay is what I saw last time, so I guess it's not too out of the ordinary. Either way, there we are. Everything looks like it's working. Nice. Greetings everyone, I am Dr. J, and yes, I decided to stream in the middle of the afternoon on a Sunday because I do not like to be consistent on Sundays apparently. And to be fair, there is no consistency when it comes to Sunday, as it's the one day of the week when a lot of my friends also have off, so I never really know what to expect, and I realized, I've got a free afternoon. Wasn't able to see to it this morning. I want to play Fire Emblem, so we're going to play Fire Emblem. So the last time we jumped into this, we ended up causing a bit of havoc, trying to get, what was it? I'm trying to remember exactly how things played out. If memory serves, we went to go rescue Count Bergliez, right? Yes, we had gone to go rescue Count Bergliez. As you can see, it's been a while since I last played. And that's why I want to get back into this. I don't want to lose the story thread in my mind, especially since I'm probably going to be overanalyzing this on my review channel. So, we rescued Count Bergliez and got a tenuous relationship, continue our tenuous relationship with the Alliance. So, things are going to be a little bit on hold as we figure out where everybody stands, but for now, we've got to see to the kingdoms, because all sorts of nonsense is happening over there. So, before we see to that, we've got a couple paralogs to get to. We've got all sorts of nonsense to worry about as far as support conversations, and then there's undoubtedly going to be plenty to discuss after the points, so we'll see how things play out. With that in mind, let's see what everybody has to say to each other. A lot of this is being tucked away until we get further into the game, as you would expect, but there's a little bit here and there that we can see to for the moment, so may as well see to it.
Now, time for a break. Let us concentrate our efforts on rousing conversation. Afterwards, I say we reward ourselves with a gripping training session, and crown the evening with a meal well-deserving of our ravenous appetites.
Given Shez's expression, I don't know if she agrees with your priorities.
Is something amiss?
I don't know. It feels like you might be leaning a little too hard on the whole giving your all thing. You didn't used to be like this.
What do you mean used to be like this? He's always like this. What are you talking about?
I know you want to do your best, but it's starting to feel like I can't even relax when I'm with you.
Perhaps you are right. I have been feeling rather restless lately. I suppose seeing my father locked away in that dungeon made me feel the need to accomplish something.
That was... How recent was that, then, that you saw him?
At times like these, devoting myself fully to what few things I can do is all that keeps me going. Otherwise, I would simply succumb to the reality of how powerless I truly am. The pressure is immense.
Sorry, that wasn't really the path I was hoping this would go down. But when you put it like that, I can certainly understand where you're coming from. I wouldn't worry about your father, though. I know you'll find the right solution.
I appreciate your counsel. I feel as though I have gained some valuable new insight into myself. After all, one can hardly notice the changes they undergo as they happen.
Depending on how quickly or slowly the changes are, I guess that makes a degree of sense.
It seems partnering with you is the right decision. Your advocacy for maximal effort continues to be an inspiration.
Oh, I wasn't really trying to give you advice or anything. And that's definitely not what I'm advocating for. But if what I said helped, then I'm glad I could be there for you. I just hope you can start cutting yourself a little slack. Your future's bright, Ferdinand.
A veritable wellspring of advice as always. I am deeply obliged.
As long as you're feeling better. I mean, war councils are grim already, but they'd be practically unbearable with you sulking around the place.
Yeah, we've already got Hubert for that. We don't need you joining in the fun.
And really, it was nothing. Just here to help.
Nothing? If ever there is a time to give it one's all, it is when expressing gratitude.
If you break out into song again. I'd say I'd shoot you, but no, I'd want to hug you. That was hilarious.
It seems you could learn something from me as well. And just you watch. I swear on the Iron Name, I will surpass my father in the most stunning fashion.
He's never gonna learn, is he?
Nope. And that's why we love him. Alrighty. Good start already. Now what do you two have to talk about?
I wonder when I'll be able to return to Enbar.
What reason would you have to go back to Enbar? To check up with the officer? Well, no. The opera company?
Greetings, Dorothea. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, you're fine. I was just having myself a little think. So, what do you need?
I come with a matter involving the opera company of which you were once a member.
What reason would you have to ask about that?
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing drastic, I assure you. A letter addressed to you arrived, and finding myself with a moment to spare, I decided to deliver it personally. And as I was also hoping to speak with you about the company, the trip serves a dual purpose.
I was about to say, because I don't think you'd necessarily go out of your way if... Well, if you have a spare moment, I feel that you could find a better use for it than delivering a singular letter.
Okay, don't scare me like that, Hubert. I figured something awful had happened since you were coming here in person.
My apologies. Let your heart be at ease.
And to be fair, Dorothea and I are the same wavelength on that front.
Now then, I wish to discuss the matter of your return to the opera company.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure I said I wasn't going back.
That is not what I refer to. Well, it is and it isn't. You have no love of violence, and in fact care little enough for it that the mere sight of someone in pain nearly rends your poor heart in two. Further, I am aware that you received numerous invitations to return to the company. Despite that, you continue to remain here on the front lines of the war. I find this choice curious.
On the outside, I guess it would be a curious decision.
Okay, that's a fair point. I honestly have given some thought about returning to the company. Touring across the land with them and using music to heal weary hearts sounds wonderful. And if I did make that choice, it would be a different way to help Edelgard and everyone else. You agree, right?
Indeed. I should think it terribly useful work.
But even so, I can't abandon the actual fight when all of you are still here. The thought of being safe and sound while my friends risk their lives isn't something I'm comfortable with. Does that make sense?
It does. And I even share your feelings to a degree. However, we could always summon your opera company to the front so that you could use your diva talents to motivate our troops.
Wouldn't that just put them in the... Wouldn't that put them in a little bit of a risky situation, though?
Surely you have considered this possibility?
You really see through everything, Hubie. It's vexing. But fine, there's another reason. I want to support Adi as a commoner. If I were here in the position of an opera diva, I wouldn't be treated like one anymore. I want to be here fighting as a representative of the peasant class. However selfish it might be, I feel this is the best way to help Adi as she tries to erase the gap between nobles and commoners.
Well, this is a surprise.
You surprised? What is this sorcery?
You choose the path of hardship for the sake of your emperor. Truly, I have undersold your resolve.
Oh, but there is one more reason.
Oh no, what is the reason?
Still more.
There are quite a few young nobles here. Dependable ones with quality futures ahead of them.
I was wondering when that would show up, because yeah, a big part of your storyline in Three Houses was meeting that special someone, wasn't it?
And they're a lot more attractive than the doormats who flutter about us divas in the capital.
Yes, that does seem important. You are stronger than I gave you credit for, Dorothea. And you have earned my respect this day.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, Go Reaper. Didn't get a notification? Well, I literally just did go live. So, it might have been a little weird on that front. But, yeah, I just had the time and decided to say, you know what, let's hit the start stream button. This will be fine. Let's see. I don't know how they do it. Oh, going out to the front lines? It takes some... well, it takes a certain amount of resolve, doesn't it? One does wonder. What do you two have to talk about? Is this training or battle? Training.
I still can't win.
Hey, coming to a draw with the almighty king of grappling's not a bad result.
You actually come to a draw despite your shorter stature? What?
After all, you've got a disadvantage. But with our size difference and all.
Okay, but don't you have the disadvantage of our age difference?
Hey, I'm not that old.
And I'm not that short. I've actually grown a lot in these last 2 years. Give me a little time and I'll be towering over you.
Press X to doubt.
Not sure you've got a growth spurt left in you at your age. And I'm a pretty big guy.
What did you say?
Oh, you want another piece? Let's go!
Okay, this is hilarious.
Didn't win. Again.
Another draw. You don't know when to quit.
Oh, this is hilarious. Please keep going
We're
forever.
not getting anywhere fighting with our fists.
Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty much at my limit.
So, what's next?
Better make it something where we can compete on equal footing.
Naturally. Well, beyond fists, there's money,
Oh no.
there's ladies.
Oh no.
How are you going to compete with money? All you do is complain about not having any. And ladies? That doesn't even make sense.
Oh right, I forget. Caspar's. Actually, I'm not sure how to describe it.
I mean, unless you want us to dress up in ladies' clothes and compete to see who looks better.
The what? Look, I know you seem to have the. You know what? I'm not even gonna clarify.
You're really not understanding this, are you?
No, he's not.
Stop, you're annoying. Also, this break gave me time to get my energy back.
Of course.
So put 'em up. It's back to fists.
Better hope your body can pay the bill your mouth keeps running up.
Oh, that's a good comeback. I'm just imagining Shez watching this in the background with a bucket of popcorn. Maybe Dorothea's there too. Yeah, I want to see the fight instead of a black screen and sound effects. Yeah, that is the limitation of the support system in this franchise, is that it's actually... But believe it or not, when it started, it was the GB... I can't remember when the support system was first introduced in Fire Emblem. It was back... The first I became aware of it was the GBA era, so Game Boy Advance. I've still got my copy of the Sacred Stones over there, and back then it was literally just two sprites talking to each other, so you saw literally nothing. It was only with 3 houses that it was actually full 3D models, and even then, I'd almost prefer the 2D artwork in that sense, because at least there's not a sense of awkwardness of these two just standing across from each other, and occasionally fading to black and whatnot, so, I don't know. You take the good with the bad, as it were. I do wish they could do... Well, now that we have seen more, I wish they did do more.
There you are, Lynn.
Hmm? Oh, Dorothea. How unusual. I didn't expect to see you in a place like this.
It's not unusual when I've been looking for you literally everywhere. You skipped out on the War Council meeting this morning, and 80 was livid.
Yes, something came up that required pulling an all-nighter 2 nights in a row, so I had some sleep debts to repay.
Wait, you pull all-nighters? What? Since when?
Next time, maybe spare a thought for the person who'll get stuck having to track you down. We discussed important matters in the meeting, you know. There was some kind of accident, and now we're experiencing a delay on supplies.
And now we need to ration our food? It's a pain, but these things happen. In the worst case, we're supposed to be considering ways to forage for food ourselves, right? I suppose I can handle it if we need to fish, but I'll have to pass on tromping through the fields and mountains to harvest wild... whatevers.
Wait, how do you know all this? You weren't even at the meeting, were you?
Intuition, probably.
Because I had someone who attended take notes for me.
Wait, you had someone...
Wait, what?
More importantly, you should go to Her Majesty and propose a review of our supply logistics. Considering our current position on the front lines, we should break up the transportation of provisions along multiple routes. It may cost a little more to split things up, but it'll allow us to avoid situations like this. Overall, it should provide many benefits, and the plan will be viable for use in future campaigns too.
Wow.
Dorothea?
This sort of thing really gets your brain going, huh?
Why would Linhardt show interest in this specifically, though?
Still, I wish you'd just go to the meetings and share all of these opinions. People would be thrilled at your resourcefulness, you know.
And before he retorts with, yeah, but then people would expect things of me and that would be tiresome.
Oh, I'm quite happy with things the way they are. Attending meetings would only add to my headaches.
And there it is.
You can only run from this for so long, Lynn. And sure, I'll propose what you asked me to. But I'm going to do so in your name.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh, very much so. I couldn't possibly take the credit for something you thought up, right?
I suppose that's fair. I can feel the headaches forming already.
Next time, well, no good deed goes unpunished. That's how it works. Next time, keep your mouth shut, right? Oh boy. Alright, any more? Ah, these two. Okay, so... Weird that Manuela doesn't have any other supports outside of Shez and Yuritsa. That is... strange.
Oh, is that?
What's
If
this about?
I didn't know any better, I'd say you're getting along great with the soldiers now. Maybe it's because they can finally see your face.
I have never been concerned with how others view me. But if you say so, then perhaps it's true. You have always been perceptive, even back at Garreg Mach.
My, you flatter me. I'm honored you noticed me at all.
Wait, so your assertion that Yuritsa found Shez interesting was legit? Huh. Excuse me for a moment, I need to revise my script. I'll just set it to play normally while I revise it.
Yes, that's it. All we need is that one finishing touch.
Finishing touch?
Wait, what? What?
Yes, there's something you're missing. Do you know what it is, Yuritsa?
Do I want to know? Do I want to know?
Too bad, time's up. The answer is... a smile. Yes.
Really?
It makes people feel safer than a nice set of pearly whites. Don't get me wrong, your cool demeanor has a certain charm. But if you smile like I do, people will be naturally drawn to you. It would also make it easier to talk to your peers and subordinates. Wouldn't you like that?
No.
Oh, no
Well,
need
then.
to be shy. It couldn't hurt, right? And it doesn't just work on people. Animals will be more comfortable around you too.
You don't know the Death Knight. That's not a good idea.
Animals. Like cats.
Wait, what? What?
Of course, cats, dogs, even fish. They'll all flock to you in droves.
What?
Fish.
What am I watching?
Sounds good, right? Now, when it comes to smiling, the important thing is to move your mouth. And your demeanor will suffer if you're always mumbling, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, let's try it out. Give me your best shot on 3. 1, 2, 3.
He's not gonna play along. Precisely. Wait, what?
It seems being a teacher was your calling.
A teacher? That's not really what I was going for. This must be why I'm still single.
Oh, calm down.
I don't think you need to change.
I am very confused by what I just witnessed, but okay.
Which battle?
So, that takes care of the support conversations. Over and done with a little faster than usual, since that I had fewer to show off this time. There'll probably be a bunch unlocked once we get into part 2, given all the... well, given all of the lock symbols I saw, but either way, we've got a couple paralogs to hit before we get onto the main story. So let's start here. So, an enemy planned to raid Garreg Mach. What's this gonna entail?
There you are, Hubert. So what's going on? This couldn't wait for a more reasonable hour?
You are the last to arrive. But better late than never, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you know it's not a real party until I decide to show. So what's the deal?
Well, you probably shouldn't be saying that to Hubert, but you know what? It's funny, so we'll go with it.
As unflappable as ever, I see. Can I take it from your lackadaisical attitude that you know why I have summoned you here?
Good response.
Not even a little bit. But judging from the company, you clearly rounded up the toughest people you could find. Just thought I should play the part.
It saddens me that I am not included in this toughness calculation of yours.
Neither fighting or hunting have toughness for me. I am fighting and others are falling. It is a thing of ease.
Get on with it.
Perfect response. Perfect response.
Setting the question of toughness aside, your task remains the same.
Can you please just get to the point already? I'm gonna doze off if you stretch this intro out any longer.
Then I will do just that. I have received information regarding a small-scale raid on Garreg Mach. The raiders in question are the Knights of Seros. But judging by their low numbers, they are not attempting to reclaim the monastery.
Then what would they be attempting to get? Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, there's a lot of artifacts within Garreg Mach that they'd want to go after. It could be anything from the Sword of the Creator to the Actually, no, they wouldn't know where the Chalice of Beginnings is, and that's an achievement reward.
Rather, their goal is assassination. Specifically, they seek to eliminate Count Bergliez, the current head of the Southern Church.
Or that, I suppose. Wait, why wouldn't Bernie be on this assignment then?
The Knights. Good. I'll enjoy this.
What?
I have knowledge of stopping assassins. Let us be going with all haste.
I see why you brought the three of us along now. But still, you've got an entire army at your disposal. Why use so small a force?
If we suddenly increase our presence at Garreg Mach, the Knights will realize they have been found out and cancel the raid.
Oh, you're looking to try and cut off some of the leadership as well, perhaps.
But I need them to carry out their plan to the letter, so they might walk right into my trap.
They will be like flies to the flame.
Not sure that's right, but I get what you're going for.
Even if the flies are strong, it all ends the same.
You both remain as inspiring as ever. Now then, as we will be heading out tomorrow, we had best get our preparations settled quickly.
Here we go.
Seeing as you are a long-tenured mercenary of some renown, I will leave the guarding of Count Bergliez's person to you. I hope it goes without saying that this is not a job which calls for improvisation on your part. Keep him safe and whole, and do it well.
No worries, Hubert. Those knights won't touch even a single hair on your guy's head.
I might let him touch one hair.
That is precisely what I wanted to hear. No wonder Lady Edelgard puts so much faith in you.
Seems like a lot of weight to throw on my shoulders.
If you fight with confidence, you will never be losing. I will do what I must.
So Shez is on defense duty and the other three are on the attack then? Alright.
Again, get on with it.
Yes, very well. Now, as far as Garreg Mach's current military capability...
Alrighty, let's get into it. Oh, we're all starting from the same point? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so Count Bergliez is there. But why is there this random stronghold right there? That's what confuses me. It's the same map as before. But wait, that's... Although, I guess... The way that it was framed by Hubert is that this is a trap being set for the Knights, so perhaps that's the play? Oh yeah, I also upgraded that weapon into amazingness. Why did I just use that word? I'm going crazy. You take advantage of any of these? Dark Spike is useful, even if you don't have the Crest of Timotheus. Oh wait, you don't even have a crest, never mind, that's a bad idea. So Windcaller's Genesis would be the only thing that you could safely use. Alright, just take the Sage's Tome. Let's see, that should be fine. What are we up against? Let's see... Well, they're already going to be geared toward their own forces, well, their own weaknesses, so... Let's see... Yeah, we'll go ahead and just give them battalions to strengthen their efficacy. Actually, we'll let Petra branch out a little bit. You can take a lance company to branch out a little bit, deal with some of the swordsmen. And Yuritsa's fine. Shez needs something different, though. Maybe give you some use against bows? I'd need a tome for that. Oh hey, Dwen! How have you been? Return from the Prague? When it... Alright, there's no need to be that fancy, buddy. Either way, let's see. Yep, that should suffice. I'm not worried about support level between anyone on this group, so I can probably get away with just having you all separate for now, working off in different directions. Let's see what we can do.
Why bring me from the monastery and into the outer courtyard? Is this really safe?
Actually, wait. Well,
I'm here.
Perfectly so, provided you remain close.
What's happening? It's a church.
Take a breather.
They've come for me.
Strange. They had no reports of any excursions. Well, no matter. Our target is Count Bergliez.
okay. So I just gotta bring all these guys down? I guess that's why they had me start with...
The Empire itself depends upon my survival.
That's probably gonna miss them. Oh, didn't miss that one! I should have Yuritsa run ahead and start causing havoc elsewhere.
Go without saying, but for now, we need Count Bergliez. Do not let any harm come to the man.
Alright, take this. Hey, that's my line, Shez. How dare you. Boom. Alright, that's dealt with easily enough. I can send Petra off in another direction, too.
I owe you. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm the one.
Allow me.
Mere vermin. No thrill to hunt. Commencing attack. Follow me.
Why do they pursue Count Bergliez with such fierceness?
He played a rather large role in Her Majesty's banishment of the Central Church. As bishop, he gave legitimacy to her course of action, an action that carried great weight with adherents of the faith. I feel no mercy.
Alright, keep hitting him. Oh, perfect. So it looks like you're exactly the person I need to have at the ready. Even better. Maybe I should have sent Yuritsa further ahead.
Eliminate this false bishop. You must succeed.
Alright, but the stronghold's about to fall. Alright, Shez link up with Hubert. They'll take the lead on this one.
Let's work together.
Let's see. My family forced me to come with them for a small trip to the Czech Republic, because in their opinion I spent too much time indoors. Overall I hated it, but the dumplings tasted good. Let's see, Carroll Bridge was beautiful. Hope I pronounced that right. I am a filthy American after all. Fair enough. Still, even if you may be forced on those trips, it is good to get out every once in a while. Even if we may want to be hermits otherwise.
Any final words?
There we go. That should be the end of this guy. Nice. Alright. You stay on them?
Bear witness.
To fight an angry enemy is a simple thing, but we must also be having caution.
Alright, Yuritsa, you run ahead and go seize that.
I'm swapping in. You're pretty good at this, Petra. You've really never been a bodyguard before?
I have only ever guarded my own body. In Bridget, we had raids and assassins every day. I had to be learning with much quickness.
Why would you have that much to worry about in Bridget? Although, to be fair, Dagda and Fodlan are right there from your perspective, so I guess that makes a degree of sense. Alright. Armored units aren't so... Well, you're not as great against armored units since you don't... I don't have a combat art set up for you to deal with them properly. Still...
This is as far as you go.
Begin.
Alright, let's send you further up. Hubert and Shez can clear out these enemies easily enough. Dark Spikes!
Our lives matter not. Crush them in the name of the Archbishop.
Oh, we've got something for Yuritsa to gun for? Alrighty.
Starting the mission.
Alright, Yuritsa targets the Sword Masters. And then I guess to distract the other one, I can have Petra go after the...
Begin.
If only to play delay tactics, you can go after the Bowman. I'll send Hubert in that direction later. Alright, that's everybody directly assaulting you. So I think Shez keeps on you. And then Hubert...
Right then. Let us
Actually,
go to
Hubert
work.
go on the attack against them.
Begin.
And then Petra can be your adjutant.
It is time.
You have proved a most efficacious lure, dear Count.
I feel nothing. Is this all the knights could muster?
How we doing in terms of kills? Oh, we're doing fine.
It is a small raiding party. Likely they sent only what they could afford
Starting the mission.
to lose. Stand back, still. I doubt that was the last.
Hey you, pay attention to me. Oh jeez.
I feel no mercy.
Well, if you're gonna hit me like that, you're gonna pay for it.
No one is matching us.
How much damage did that do? Oh, a lot. Holy crap. GBA or DS or 3DS? I only ever bought a GBA, so I can't speak to the others. There we frickin' go. Then anyone who's still standing,
Words. Right then. Let us
Take a breather.
Bear witness.
sup. Pay attention to me. I am the Death Knight. Actually, Hubert should probably be sent further ahead.
go to work.
Alright, this is a powerful spell. Put him up. Nice. Alright, that should be the end of you. Down you go.
Starting the mission.
Alright, now you can go back to securing our flank.
Take a breather.
Alright, that should be enough to kill that base. Well, that camp guard. Oh, not quite? Let's get him then.
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so Count Bergliez almost where he needs to be. And this Fortress Knight gets a spell to the face.
Follow me.
That's the end of that.
I should be safe here.
This is where the rest show up, right? Let us see.
There's the dog. Don't let him escape.
As expected.
Not a problem.
Right then. Let us go. I will see my
Not a problem. Let's...
alarm.
Oh, not again. I can't take another step. You have to stop them here.
There we go. That should break him up and let me get a few extra hits in. And let me do this! Alright, that lets me get at least one of the Sword Masters down. And almost two. Very nice. And that's before Shez even links up.
Starting the mission is...
Stand back. I feel no mercy.
Okay, good. They're focused on Hubert instead of on somebody else. Now, Yuritsa's fine. He's got the elixirs. Luckily, the AI is smart enough to actually use their elixirs. Well, the friendly AI, I should say. Alright, crack this open. Wait a minute, that's warrior gauge increase. Even more, huh? Ah, shoot. Fusillade.
Any final words? Right then. Let us go to work.
Also, did you read the rest that I wrote about Quam and the Shardmains on the Variety Night stream? I think I got most of it.
They are not finished. Remain on guard.
So, fascinating stuff.
Well prepared. News of our raid must have leaked.
Wait, Shamir? What are you doing with the Knights? I thought you were with Claude.
Right then. Let us...
Dick.
It is time.
Still, looks like the two of us will have to pull this one out.
And Catherine. Oh boy. That's gonna complicate things. Alright, here's how we'll do this.
Starting the mission.
Alright.
We'll have these defenses critted. Right then.
Alright.
Let us go to work.
Hubert, you go tangle up. Actually, no, you wouldn't survive for long.
Let us go.
We're just aiming to delay Shamir right now, so Hubert, go forward to finish these guys off. Let's see, you enjoyed the Variety Night? Yeah, I'll definitely need to do it again sometime.
You know what? I'm glad for this. We've never had a chance to really go at each other before.
Let's see, Smash or Multiverses? They're two very different games. No sense comparing them over much.
Any final
Thunder
words?
Catherine. Today is important.
Aren't you the Princess of Bridget?
Oh, jeez.
Sophia. Empire? I am serving Bridget, and Bridget is standing with the Empire.
This. Behold your undoing!
Maybe I should have had Petra keep with you. Well, at least I got an achievement out of it, so I guess I can't complain that much. Even if it hurt like hell. Probably not gonna get S rank at this rate. Oh, yep, definitely not now. Oh, maybe? Maybe.
No mercy.
Guess we'll find out. Alright, this should finish you off. Nice.
Right then. Let us go to work.
Alright, looks like everybody's gathered in the center there. Are we doing okay as far as kills? Oh yeah, we'll be fine. I'll just need to switch to someone and then give him hell. Alright, you're my strongest, so I guess I'll just have you go in. Flash Strike? Probably should have switched that up to something, since that there aren't any cavalry on this map. Oh, and there goes S rank. I'll have to S rank this later. Although I'm probably going to be dialing back a little bit on how much I stream because I've been burning my candle at both ends a little bit. Well, a little too much. It's not as if... Well, part of the problem is I haven't been really giving myself enough nights to myself because I've been basically streaming any free night I have, so that's been a little too much. No, but I have to stop him.
I failed.
No, but I kind of have to deal with him. I'd like to watch you kill him, if I'm honest, because, I mean, Count Bergliez not a good person, but, no, we do need him alive right now, unfortunately, and Bernie would still be mad.
Time to retreat.
So, I'll probably be dialing back on the Thursday slot, but maybe once the... Well, maybe if I alternated the Saturday stream.
Inside and never setting foot outside the monastery again.
Maybe if I
See where
alternated...
Bernadetta gets it from. Still, at least the guy's safe now.
Maybe if I alternated Saturday streams with Variety Nights, that could be good. Either way. There we are.
To kill is to grow stronger.
I won't let myself stop here.
As expected. Oh, nice.
This is part of me now.
Excellent. Alrighty, good stuff all around. Okay.
We finished the cleanup and inspection of the walls, sir. We also cleared out the Knights of Seros's base at the foot of Garrick Mach. The enemy has been routed, and is now engaged in a full retreat.
Well done. That should keep us secure for the time being. Still, you will want to remain vigilant, Count.
But you just said we are secure.
True. I do not expect our enemy to launch any military offenses in the near future.
But if not military, Of course.
I get it. We'll be sneaking through the back door instead of trying to knock down the front gates. I imagine another assassination attempt is already in the works. Probably something cowardly like poison, or a dagger in the ribs.
I shudder to think of those zealots out for my blood.
You know what, it's okay if you get got. It's fine. It's fine.
I entreat you to protect me, Baron Barnabas. After all, I won't always have the Minister of the Imperial Household here to save me. The war has reached a critical stage, and his wisdom will soon be needed elsewhere. As steward of Garreg Mach, my life is in your hands.
I will do what I can, of course.
To start, I want you to confirm the identity of every single
Oh,
person
no.
entering and leaving the monastery.
God, this is where Bernie gets it from. Holy crap.
Also, the gatekeeper must hear of these new attempts on my life and ensure he keeps his watch most keen. That one is far too casual for my liking.
You shut your whore mouth.
Yes, well, enough of this. I must be off.
Of course, Count Bergliez.
You shut your mouth about the gatekeeper. He is amazing. No one insults my gatekeeper.
Weird guy, huh?
Stronger than he looks, though not inclined to fight.
He has reminded me of certain woodland creatures. Though he is a fighter of much weakness, he has a talent for remaining alive.
When you put it like that, he comes off like some sort of mastermind. But I guess all Imperial nobles are crafty in some way or another.
Crafty, is it?
No response?
Sure. I mean, the two of you are nobles, and I'd say you're as cunning as they come.
Yes, Hubert and Yaritza are both nobles full of cleverness.
Don't forget to include yourself among that number.
Jess isn't exactly a noble, though.
After all, I specifically selected the craftiest soldiers I could think of for this mission.
Okay, now you're just being sarcastic.
When the enemy is neck-deep in skullduggery, I need soldiers who are adept at thinking on their feet.
You know what, we'll just embrace it.
You think I'm like you? Really? That's great!
Only a jest, I assure you. But since it clearly pleases you so, I must admit there was some truth behind it.
Good. Glad we got that settled.
I tire of this. Farewell.
Of course, that's her response.
He sure knows how to make an exit.
He sure knows how to exit.
We should be going as well. It lacks wisdom to be far from the base for too long. But if you wish to be joining me for a small hunt, we will be passing through woodlands on the way back.
Sure, if it's on the way.
This is filling me with happiness. We will be landing a nice catch, then return home. Maybe a bear or a boar.
Wait, what are you... hunting bear? Are you insane?
Yeah, that's not really what I'd call a small hunt.
Where do you live that you can get away with hunting a freaking bear?
Petra? Hey, wait up!
It seems we truly are a crafty group after all. Still, facing Catherine and Shamir time and again is a great burden to bear, but I must shoulder it if I am to protect Her Majesty.
Indeed. Yeah, D&D cosmology is kind of weird and interesting in many of its aspects. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much. There's always all sorts of weirdness that's added on, either for the sake of selling something new or trying to expand a part of the world. And to be fair, it does keep it fresh and gives you plenty to work with as a dungeon master and player. Okay, so a bunch of noble stuff. I'm probably gonna hate this. It's probably gonna be utter cringe, but you know what? We'll see how it turns out anyway.
But this tea was simply tremendous. A truly fitting find for nobles such as ourselves.
Yes, but I fear it pales in comparison to the tea cakes you so thoughtfully procured. And yet, far more than the provisions themselves, it is your noble self who deserves the greatest measure of praise for organizing this most festive occasion.
Oh, I hate it already. The support these two had in Three Houses was unbearably sappy. No.
My dear Lawrence, you flatter me. Yet I must once again return to this
And then it's just...
tea which has soothed my weary soul.
Stop it!
Truly, it is a testament to your impeccable character and taste.
Can you... Okay, ladies, you're both beautiful. Calm down. Also, Shez just showed up out of nowhere, so let's see how long she's been standing there.
Why, Ferdinand, now it is you who flatters me.
Please comment on this, Shez. Please release me from this pain.
But my hackneyed words could never do justice to a pinnacle of nobility such as yours.
Stop it!
Nay, those hackneyed words have become pure poetry by the alchemy of your noble idiom.
Stop it! Okay, that's how it comes together. Thank you. Thank you, Shez.
My, what fine examples of nobility you are. The two of you shine brighter than any sun, and make my own visage all the sadder as a result.
Here we go.
This again, is it, Constance? There. Come have some tea and warm yourself up.
Oh, don't worry about me, Lawrence. I'm quite all right.
They're clearly not, though.
Well, I certainly won't force you, but do let me know if you change your mind.
Yes, well, there was something I wanted to ask you, though I fear it's a rather difficult question.
I have all confidence the two of us are up to the challenge.
Indeed. There has not been a question yet posed that could stump the two noblest of nobles.
In that case, and again, please forgive my impudence, but I noticed you both complimenting each other regarding your suitability to your noble stations.
Wait, what's this about?
But it is an impossibility for the two of you to be perfectly equal in this. One must be the most suited, the most noble. So, which of you is it?
Which one of us?
Oh, why are you trying to foment division between them? No, don't do that. No, it's too... Okay, it's sappy, so go ahead, but no.
I fear you misunderstand. This is not a competition, and would be unbecoming of nobles to compare ourselves in such a manner.
Good dodge.
But are you not constantly comparing yourselves? You are the most noble. Nay, it is clearly you, sir. Etc., etc.
You know, you may be right.
Now, hold just one moment. It is true that we compare each other in a purely literal sense, but it is only so we might take pride in our collective peerage. And in that we are equal, for there are no degrees of true nobility.
Again, forgive me, but it sounds as if there are indeed differences. You merely turn a blind eye to them in order to avoid unseemly competition.
This is surprisingly blunt for your sunlight persona.
In any case, if that is the stance you both wish to take, I'll not press the matter further. Enjoy your shared throne at the pinnacle of nobility.
No, wait a moment. You make it sound as if we refuse to compete because we fear losing to the other.
Indeed. I had assumed we were sharing a large divan. But if we are actually squeezing ourselves into a single seat, that is another matter entirely.
Oh boy, how's this gonna devolve? How is this conversation going to devolve?
Not at all. You both are wonderful, perfect nobles.
I cannot back down from this challenge. Doing so would disgrace my very name.
Here we frickin' go, just exactly what was gonna happen. Why do you have to prod, Constance?
Indeed. We must determine for good and all who of us is the noble most true.
A splendid turn of events, and one I am most undeserving of. I knew I could count on the two of you to reach the appropriate conclusion.
Of course, they're just gonna agree that, hey, you're wonderful, and that's just gonna be the end of that, but still.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Oh, we most certainly are not. In fact, I nominate you to serve as arbitrator for our competition.
I will say it again, ladies, you're both beautiful. Stop it.
Hear, hear. You may also select the criteria.
What?
Yeah, no, I'd rather not.
Please. You have a fine eye for this sort of thing. There is no one I would trust more.
The only thing I've got a fine eye for involves pointy weapons and battlefields.
Oh, that's how the paralogue begins. Great.
Still, I fear you will have to do.
In that case, how about we use the results of the next training battle? That should be pretty clear-cut.
Yes. A lord must be able to command their soldiers, after all. An exemplary measure of a noble's worth.
And you will also bear witness to our personal prowess as well. For a true noble must be able to safeguard themselves from injury above all else.
Sounds like a plan. I'll let Edelgard know.
To think my off-the-cuff remark would lead to this.
But wait, why would Constance be getting roped into this then? How's this gonna play out?
But the stakes could not be higher. For the winner will be forever known as the noblest of all nobles in the land.
Oh, stop it!
Haven't you fanned the flames enough, Constance?
Agreed! So how's this gonna work then? There's a time limit. Okay, now I'm curious. So actually, wait a minute, Shez doesn't have type effectiveness against anything here. So we've got the type effectiveness against, well, let's see. So no one has an innate type effectiveness against magic, so I'll give battalions to Shez and Constance to account for that. So I need to give, or? No, I need to give Gauntlet. And then you also need some gauntlets. Alright, there's the one I gave to Shez. Yeah, that'll do. Looks like you're still going with your description, Dwen, so I'll let you finish before going through it. I tried watching Krampus and the app wouldn't let me. The lights flickered and the dog was barking, but my brother still wanted to watch. Well, them's the breaks, unfortunately. Let's see, we'll go ahead and steal that one away from Hubert, since there's only one person in play. I'm not a big fan of Sagittae, so I guess... I thought bolting was supposed to be a long-range spell, but we'll try it out. And then... Oh wait, you can learn Agnia's Arrow? Do it! Agnia's Arrow is good stuff. And then... I believe I've got... I think Ferdinand has... Yeah, pretty much the best weapon I've got. And then Lawrence... I definitely need to get you a better weapon. Yeah, the only one that comes close to matching that Lance of Zoltan would be the Death Knight's Scythe. Why not? I think I gave you the Scythe of Sariel and when I played the Golden Deer route, so that'll be fine. Oh yeah, and because I... Actually, wait, I'm trying to remember if you got Thyrsus innately or if I had to go digging around elsewhere for it. But either way... Let's see, I want you to work on another thing as well. How much cavalry are we dealing with? None. Okay, so... Sagittae I'm not too impressed by. How's Vengeance work? Nah. How's Dark Lance work, actually? We'll try that out. That should be fine. Okay. That should suffice. I've got Ferdinand as a paladin for reasons, but that's okay. Let us carry on.
We will now commence today's training battle. Defeat every enemy within the time limit.
Every enemy, huh?
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
Just do as I planned. I shall take it from here.
At least someone's confident.
Now it is my turn. There is...
Fools! Did you think I would just sit the battle out?
Constance! I see. Well, that will not be so easily outdone.
I will prove to all that I am the truest noble. Watch closely, my mercenary friend.
It's gonna be Shez who ends up winning, isn't it?
What do you think you're doing? Plebeians are not permitted to compete.
Too bad, I'm competing anyway. You like this?
Just do as I...
None shall surpass me.
A point! A most valuable point for Constance von Nouvelle!
So was that just your entire aim then, Constance, is just to spark this so that you could prove that you're the best?
Elven Gloucester stands before you.
I kind of want to make Shez the winner just to really get under their skin. Actually, out of curiosity, same as before. Wonder if anything interesting will happen.
Witness. There's not a question of can. It's the might. Take a breather. Ferdinand von Iron.
There we go. Alright, you go deal with the Warlock. And then Agni Zero to break you open. And then you die. Nice and easy.
As I planned.
My turn at last.
Man, Agni Zero is freaking broken.
Now it is my turn. There is. I am your man.
Mark's general is entering the fray. Their defeat will extend the time limit.
Alright, I'll have to send Shez to go deal with that. Down you go.
There's not a question of can.
My turn?
You two must have been rather bored to come up with this competition.
Is that the one who instigated it?
It's your idea in the first place. Actually, Lawrence, that was a different one. No, never. It would take far too long to explain.
And smack. I wonder what else they'll throw at us since that they clearly got this time limit in play.
They're no mess for us.
Seems pretty arbitrary to declare, well, a time limit by just knocking out a single angular general, but what do I know?
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah, I guess I can have you just attack random people so that you're at least continuing to build things up. Wait a minute, I just realized they're gonna tie with how things worked out.
Ready, are you?
Oh, excellent. And then Agni Azir will be able to finish him off the rest of the way.
Just do as I planned.
None shall surpass me. Fool! Greatness demands it.
We shall seize this day.
Let's do this.
No. Second unit? Oh, there's even more now.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Just do as I planned. I shall take it from here.
Well, I'll just keep cycling people in and out. Alright, is there a mage that needs to be dealt with? No. Okay, in that case, I'll just have Shez go after a random assassin.
Reinforcements, huh? One. Is that more fodder for my noble personage? Stop me. I am Ferdinand von.
Yes, you are! Alright, I've had my fun. Also, I need to heal you. So that's why they extended the time limit, so that I'll have time to see to those as well.
There's not a question of can.
Take a breather.
Another Mock general is entering the fray. Practice will be further extended if they are defeated.
Alright, let's take this one out quickly so that Shez can go deal with it. And then this flash strike should be enough. Yep.
Not a problem.
Fine choice. Tremble before me.
Knock him down. Very nice. Alright, you'll need to run over here for the next one, but that's okay.
My turn back in the day. Constance and I were the twin flowers of Enbar High Society. And now, the bright red rose of House Gloucester has made that number 3.
Now hold Hold on a minute. I want no part of this fell pigs.
Now it is my turn.
Really? That's your complaint, Constance? Really?
I am your man. Submit! I have you. For you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work a little harder than that, Mr. Assassin. Wonder how long the contest is technically gonna go for. Alright, knock a few in, so we can at least keep getting the kill count racked up.
There is not a question of can, only a matter of will.
My turn?
The Empire's officers are mighty indeed, while the soldiers of my realm can scarce compare.
Physical strength isn't everything. Just look at my house's Pegasus Knights.
Indeed, many battles come down to chance. No matter how superior the force, nothing is ever assured.
See for yourself how strong we are.
Trample at my feet.
Heh.
Forgiveness.
There we go. Maybe I should have had you pair off after all. There we go.
None shall surpass me.
Get I got you a level? Okay, I'll take it. You're done listing stuff? Uptwan? Alright, I'll check it out soon. Once this paralog. How about once this paralog's done?
You were keeping score, yes?
Once we get back, you can announce the winner to all.
Sure, let me just add things up and... Huh?
We heard tell of your pathetic little game, and have come to put you in your place.
Oh no! Who else showed up? Hubert and their allies. Oh, Dorothea and probably Caspar. No? Happy, what? I wonder who that would be if I didn't recruit Happy.
Not a problem. I've got this.
There is not a question of can, only a matter of leave this to me.
Just do as I planned.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Here.
Now it is my turn.
Let's see, how are we doing as far as kill count is concerned? Alright, we should be able to get it as we're hacking away at the remainder.
Dorothea, I swear we did not intend to mock this training. It is simply that as nobles, we...
There's no need for excuses, Lawrence. I'm sure serious practice is far too boring for big, fancy nobles like you.
Happy? Why are you here?
Oh, I don't know. The Bert invited me and it sounded like fun.
Really? That's your excuse? I mean, that's hilarious, but wow. That's hilarious.
Please.
Sup? How are you this durable when you're an enemy, but not when I'm actually playing you? It is literally the JRPG meme. Alright, one down. How we doing?
Fine choice.
Fair enough. Seeing as this was rather fun, I will overlook your churlishness.
Alrighty. Actually, I probably shouldn't throw a magic user against another magic user.
Ready, are you?
My turn at last.
I just realized, you've got nothing but magic. Well, let's hope Agnia's arrow is enough. Nope! Okay, Shez better just go in for... well,
Not a problem.
to cause trouble.
I've got
What an offensive sight.
Well then.
My turn.
My turn?
Alright, Shez. To be done with this swiftly, we're just gonna send... Alright, so first up, link up.
Leave it to me.
Let's link up.
We shall go together.
I'm gonna follow your lead. I've got you now.
Alright, there's Dorothea down.
Not a problem.
Here I go.
You follow my lead.
You got me. Oh, and I'm not actually mad, by the way. I was honestly glad to get some practice in.
I'm sure. Alright. Ooh. Break that open and end it.
Come with me.
Victory will be ours. I am Ferdinand von Iron.
Bam. Not enough? Well, this will. Thank you, Combat Arts.
What happened with your competition anyway? I hope Coco won.
Okay, that was an amusing hang diversion.
Practice is concluded. All units withdraw.
Alrighty, I will take it.
I won't let myself stop here.
As expected, since I'm using Shez as a bulldozer for everything.
I'm getting stronger.
Nice.
Witness the revival of House Nouvelle.
Okay, let's go ahead and save. See how this resolves, and then I can see the chat.
Oh, what an exhilarating military exercise. But now, let's have the results.
Yes, please. No need to beat around the bush.
Ladies, you're all beautiful.
No matter the result, my pride as a noble will remain as solid as bedrock.
Shez won.
In that case, let's get to it. So, after tallying it all up, Lawrence is the winner. No surprise there.
Wait, really?
I have emerged victorious, as to be expected. For I am Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, the pride of all Leicester.
Well done, Lawrence. You bested me fair and true. I know some like to disparage House Gloucester's military might, but I saw no evidence of anything but excellence today.
Indeed. It seems you're not just the loudmouth braggart I took you for.
I think some tea is in order. Let us all raise a cup to your victory this day.
So they actually were keeping track of the three, huh?
A fine idea. You must permit me to lend my magical touch to the tea making.
Hold, Constance. I think we can make do without your magic today.
Oh, everybody knows the reputation now?
We just had a large practice skirmish, and I imagine there are many people trying to sleep at this hour. Your magic makes the tea shine so bright, it could easily disturb them.
A point well made. In that case, I'll leave the tea to others and dazzle you instead with my sparkling conversation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go with that.
This will be the best tea you have ever tasted, for it comes straight from House Gloucester's private reserve.
And I will provide tea cakes to match. Each one made to order by the very hands of Ferdinand von Iron.
Stop it! Stop it!
This will be ever so much fun!
Stop it! Pain!
Didn't you just say people are trying to sleep? I'm starting to think these three shouldn't be allowed to hang out with each other anymore.
Lawrence and Ferdinand do not swing that way, chat, don't worry. Alright, now that I can see to you. So, you had mentioned... so various Druid subclasses. Let's see. The Erudite is pretty simple, with other psionic classes of inborn mental skills. Those like Scion, Erudite is made purely through training. So, when for example a Scion can only select 2 disciplines, or counterparts of wizard schools like abjuration or transmutation, the erudite can learn all of them?
Supplies are the
That
lifeblood
seems
of any army.
that seems like it would be a balancing nightmare.
Everything has its use.
Let's see. It's greater range of overall manifestation then. Let's see. Mystics are, mystics are art from mystics are an art from the Dragonlance / Kryn setting in which the gods long ago abandoned the world because of its people's crimes. Let's see, mystics are for cleric, what erudite is for scion, and wizard for sorcerer. Oh, okay. So when cleric gets their supernatural power from the gods, the mystic gets it by training their spiritual selves. Oh, okay. So it's more power drawn from within instead of power drawn from a god. Okay. Through self-discovery and the philosophical development of self. Okay, cool. Let's see, and then they get divine spells pretty much from the same source? Okay, so it depends on whether they are, well, urban or in a certain setting. Okay, interesting. The various gods, so, and then there are also nature gods as well for that. Fair enough. Or is that just more looking at urban druids? How's that? How would an urban druid work? Focusing more on the wildlife within the city itself? Or... oh yeah, so focus on animals like rats or pigeons. Okay, cool. Interesting. So basically they can tree stride within city walls. Interesting. Alrighty. So... back on track.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alrighty. We have a fortress to defend. The Silver Maiden, as it's called, Ahrianrhod. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, as it's a major point of contention within 3 houses, depending on the route you take. So I'll be curious to see what all we have to deal with for this one.
This isn't good. It seems the fortress gates have been partially breached.
Wait, what? How?
The kingdom's soldiers are pouring into Ahrianrhod.
How did they get this far?
Does that make us right on time or a bit too late? Dimitri is no ordinary king if he managed to pry a citadel like this apart.
No, he is not.
I assume our soldiers stand ready?
We go on your command.
If we dally too long, some of our officers and troops are likely to surrender to the enemy. That includes Count Ro, who has a most notorious sense of self-preservation.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, him and every other noble.
Oh, you're gonna get caught. Talk back for that.
That is simply not true.
And there it is. There's the talkback.
Why, take me for example.
You're not an ordinary noble.
Embodiment of what every noble should aspire to be.
You're not ordinary, though. Let's be honest.
You can tell us all about it later, Ferdinand. Everyone, move out.
Alrighty. Oh, we're up against Dimitri himself this time? Oh boy. And wait, Mercedes is in this army. Huh, that's not who I expected to be here. I would have expected to run into Yuri. But it's requiring me to have Yuritsa on the field, huh? That's fine. I guess that would make sense. And then... Yeah, nice reference to the battalion. Well, battalion attack. Let's see. This is probably the best option in order to keep things secure, so let's go with that. Let's see, is there anything I want to worry about besides that? I think that'll do. Alright, so lock gates are indicated by that on the map. Classes with the lock touch ability can open locked gates by interacting with them. So what I'm hearing is that I should bring Ash in, if only as a reserve unit, because I'm pretty sure... Well, let's go ahead and go to the convoy real quick. Let me find Ash real quick. Alright, so he just has lockpick. So what counts as lock touch then? Oh wait, actually yeah, Petra can handle it too. Okay, so Petra and Ash can both be brought in as either direct members or reserves. I think we'll have Ash in play instead of Petra then. Well, instead of Bernie, sorry.
Hey, why not?
Then who else needs to be brought in? Oh, Edelgard and Happy. That makes things simple. So what are we missing as far as damage is concerned? Let's see. They've got a small number of mages in play, so I think it makes sense to have Balthus out.
Just turn me loose already.
And then Happy, I probably don't need as a frontliner, so swap in... who would be good? I need someone with an axe. Actually, Caspar, that'll work. Then we've got Shez to handle axes. We've got Caspar to handle that. I feel like I should have somebody else in here that can act as an axe swinger. Although, technically I don't have any other axe swingers apart from Edelgard, so I'm doing all I can in that respect. So what would be good to reinforce? Oh, actually, I'm seeing a... Whoa, that's a lot of mounted units. Well, flyers. Maybe I bring Bernie in as well as just...
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Yeah, I think I bring in Oh wait, I need to bring in Yuritsa in order to recruit Mercedes, right?
Understood.
Okay, so this is probably the best I can manage as far as that's concerned. So, Happy and Edelgard to account for that. Caspar is another axe swinger. Alright, Yuritsa in there to recruit Mercedes, Petra and Shez to handle axes. Let's see, and then Ash to open gates and to help handle flyers. Balthus to handle a few number of mages. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. It's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Very interesting to see how this one plays out. Now, is there anything that I need to shake up as far as individual units? Actually, let's see, Ferdinand's not taken to the field, so I don't have to worry about him. Oh, your axe of Zoltan actually outdoes the axe of Ukon Varasa? Actually, I should probably give that to... Where's Caspar? There he is. So, yes, this is a better axe. Probably because I threw upgrades in it looking at the increased might and whatnot. Alright, so Shez is fine. Caspar's fine. Edelgard's fine. Let's see, Balthus is definitely more than fine. Alright, let's make sure Happy's got the best weapon we can get her. Which is actually that. Gonna steal it away from Lysithea for this battle. Let's see, you can take back your Scythe of Serial from Lawrence. Actually, that probably is the best bow we've got. Well, not quite, actually. Go ahead and take it. Actually, there's going to be an awkward conversation if I throw Ash at Dimitri, isn't there? Yeah, that is going to be an awkward conversation, isn't it? Maybe that's why they're... Maybe that's why they mentioned the locked gates, is that they're hoping that I'll trigger a conversation like that. Well, you're going to get it, game, one way or the other. We'll see how it plays out. Although, if I really wanted to be absolutely certain about that, I suppose I could always come back later on my own time. Alright, let's get in there.
Courage, everyone. Ahrianrhod is nearly ours. Keep pressing until we claim the main hall.
The king's army is
Not a problem.
true to its reputation. Even I can only stall for so much time.
They're closing in on the main hall. We must help them, and quickly.
Alright, let's get in there.
Not a problem.
So is that something that's unlockable? Let's find out.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Let's move. I'll do my best.
So what is unlockable? Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
I'll do my best.
Maybe it'll let me check that out later. For now...
I'm a little nervous about this.
I'm on it. No charge.
Where can I have everybody go?
Just leave it to me.
Actually, real quick.
Here goes. I got you.
Starting the mission.
Let's assign these as adjutants for now.
Must reach the main hall before Count Row is put in peril.
Count Row values his life above all else. If they get a blade to his throat, the man will betray us. The main gates are closed. We could circle around from the left or right, but
The ground along those routes is filled with traps. We'll have to do this the smart way and use the gates.
Okay, good to know. So flying classes can traverse floor traps without taking damage if they're mounted. Alright then.
Do my best.
Ash go in one direction.
I'm a little nervous about this.
So, what should I be doing again?
Go get that
Let's
guy.
try it.
Here I go. No mistake must.
pieces on the walls to the east and west will allow us to open the main gate.
Alrighty, that should suffice.
I'm bringing it down.
Nice.
Not a problem.
Where should I send Shez at? Actually, you can go a little further ahead and deal with this. I don't mind you taking a bit of damage from
We'll never
traps.
get anywhere with that device until we deal with the soldiers around it.
Understood.
Watch this.
Spikes just came out of the ground! Everyone, stay away from the pointy bits!
You don't say. How do they?
For ourselves.
How do they even make that work in this? You know what? Never mind. It's a world where those who slither in the dark are in play. It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Actually, wait, I don't have anyone engaging the other stronghold, do
I'm on it. No charge.
where Ash is. He'll break it pretty swiftly because he's an archer, but still.
Here I go. No mistakes.
Alright, you can go and follow in that direction too. Actually, since you're a cavalry unit, we can keep Balthus busy elsewhere.
I'm on it.
We'll switch over to Caspar then and try and gain further ground.
Why can't the route to the main hall just be a straight line?
Because then it would be too easy to breach. Alright, we should fall swiftly.
Bring it down.
Wham!
So,
And then I can switch back to Wadelgard. I'm going to be very interested to see how your unique class plays. Alright, that opens up the stun gauge, and that seals it. Alright, Ash, let's see who you can go after. And I go this way. Alright, that should make it a little safer for us going forward. Now,
Here I go. No mistakes.
where to? I guess you can focus on securing the flank for now, maybe?
about time.
Excellent.
Main gates are open. What now?
Take a breather.
I'll hold the area around the gates, Your Majesty. You keep going.
We can do this, Rainbow. None will get past us.
What are you doing on the field? Oh, well, never mind me.
The enemy controls the central gates as well. How aggravating. This is clearly going to be a multi-step process.
Pretty much.
First, we must use devices within the fortress to gain access to the walls, where we will find the devices that will open the central gates.
This is getting complicated.
So you're saying we should start by using the two devices in front of the central gates?
Not a problem.
Alright, so how do we get in there?
Begin.
Can I even get in?
Why does this have to be so complicated?
Maybe they call her the Silver Maiden because our hair will be gray by the time we finish this.
Oh, this works. I guess if you're willing to go through traps, it won't matter. In that case, we can probably just have Shez blaze through them. I don't know, maybe while Petra is going past, she can open things up. Ah, that's a decent amount of damage, actually. Oh dear, that's not good.
I take no joy in battling old friends, but I have a duty and will see it through.
Don't let me kill you, Mercedes.
So it really is Yuritsa as the only way to recruit Mercedes, huh?
I'll take...
Looks like it didn't get rid of the door for us in doing that.
Over more soldiers any day of the week.
I must keep everyone safe.
Unfortunately, I can't let you do that. Wait, where's Ash? I heard... He had to use a elixir, so I wonder what's going on over there. Hope he's doing okay.
Please, Mercedes. No more.
I never could bear to see you cry. Not then, and not now. Oh, very well.
Let's see your traps do something. Oh, okay, it did something without me. So now that that's been opened up,
So...
you go this direction.
Let's try it.
Begin. I am advancing.
Ah, there we are. How close are you to taking this guy out?
I'll do my best.
Close, but you should go unlock that
Let's
anyway.
move.
Okay, rampart doors open on both sides. Good.
Not a problem.
So Shez can run roughshod in there. Edelgard should press forward
No mistakes.
for the sake of getting
They
this
must
down.
learn who they're up against.
Caspar can do the same in the other direction.
So... what should I be doing again?
Now we can reach the other devices that will open the central gates.
We must move on those gates. Time is our enemy.
The devices we're looking for are up on the walls to the east and west.
But since that you're so badly injured from Ash, may as well finish the job.
The Empire must be destroyed.
Wait, that did that. Oh right, Lightning and Pegasi don't get along, right. Oh geez, where'd you all come from?
I'm on it. No charge. Just leave it to me.
I might need to have Shez double back to deal with that. Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Then we'll stop them. They can't be allowed to interfere with the rescue.
I'm counting on you, Randolph. Defend those gates with your life.
Well, we've got Balthus to help interrupt things as well. Or at least to keep things in our favor. That should be enough until Shez can get over there.
Strap your armor on.
Alright, that should suffice.
No, they...
Wait a minute, are there further up there? Yes, there are. Okay, we'll have Edelgard run ahead then.
Here I go.
In anticipation of that.
They...
I'm on fire.
Alright, I haven't gotten to play as a brawler in a while. Let's have some fun. Wait, Gwendol's actually in trouble? Oh dear. Oh, if he's up against Dimitri himself, that's really bad.
I'm on it. No charge. Lion has only begun to roll.
Where's the...
To disarm the traps within the forces.
Ah, nice.
I saw another device like this on the other side of...
So... what should I be doing again?
the wall. Let's disable it.
I'll take over.
Alright, axe swingers get to work. Alright, further entrance is possible now.
Now, to reach the central gates, you will go no further.
Of course, it's Dedue standing in our way.
If Dedue is here, that means Dimitri is too.
Shall we call on Castle Gaspar's militia? They've been posing as civilians and should be near the main hall now.
Cool. That should help keep things interesting. In the meantime, I should have Shez run back up.
We'd be out of our minds to walk through a bunch of traps. Let's disable them already.
Take a breather.
About time. Then I welcome you. We will claim victory.
That should buy the main hall some time.
Hopefully so. Cool. And then the traps go away. Alright, let's switch over to Shez and give him hell.
Now we can advance safe.
Hi, Dedue.
Take your best shot.
Okay. I will. Dark spikes. Take your best shot. You're 2 shots with dark spikes. Plus a little bit more fun on top of that. There we go. Alright, that'll force him to retreat.
Your Majesty.
That takes care of their gates. We're nearly to the main hall now.
Alright. Alright, so that should allow us to rush up to Gwendol's defense, right? Oh, right, Dimitri's the next target. Great, that's gonna be a pain. Although, knowing him, he's got some kind of trick up his sleeve. Fortunately, none of our axe swingers are in an ideal position. Caspar's probably the closest. Well, the easy. Well, actually, both of them are mounted, so let's send Edelgard. We can have Shez distract for now, at least. Alrighty. We got this. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I can have Shez go in a different direction to
My turn.
grab that chest key and whatnot. Although we do need to be mindful that we don't want Lord Gwendol to fall. Alright, take this. Alright. Let's keep cracking things open. I guess we can just have you go on a rampage with dark spikes.
Show me what you're capable of.
Crap, that missed. I'll just ignore you then. Just focus on the next armored dude. Seems like they're all armored dudes, actually. Luckily, it makes this easy.
Well, we avoided the worst outcome. That's a start.
Seems victory is yours, Lord Gwendol.
The Empire holds the advantage. Attention, all troops! We stand with Lady Edelgard. Put the king's forces to rout!
And there's Dimitri.
You've left me no choice. Every last one of you shall meet your end here.
Here I came.
So the blood of the King of Lions wants to challenge me, eh? I might actually enjoy this.
We finally have the advantage. Let's work on securing the rest of the fortress.
To slow the enemy, we must put as many troops by the main hall as we can.
Hey, weren't there hidden stairs that lead from the east and west walls down to the fortress grounds?
Come to offer me your head, Edelgard? How careless of you. I'm on it. No charge.
I
Take
should
a
say the
breather.
same of you. Surely the responsibility you bear is no less than
Alright, so we've got a few enemies that'll need to be taken out before we can run roughshod over everybody, but that's okay.
I've got this.
And there's the hidden stairways. Nice.
Now we can send troops in from the walls. Time to make the kingdom sweat.
Hey, Lenato?
You here to help? Thank you. Child's play.
Alright, how much time do we have? Oh, plenty. Nice.
Smash that stronghold in the rubble.
let's get it over with.
How we looking? Ah, close. Nice.
I am so into this.
Yeah, I'm sure you are, Caspar. Nice.
So, what should I be doing again?
Watch this.
Time to wreck
This
stuff.
stronghold will fall.
Death is coming. It's over.
Nice.
I'm on it. No charge.
Then we have Shez rip into him some more. Line him up, knock him down. There we go.
Ahrianrhod has nearly been brought to heel.
Fortunately, there's a lot of Pegasi around.
Be amazing.
Well, unfortunately for me, anyway. Well, for Shez, I should say. How are we looking? Yeah, we're fine. I don't know if anything crazy is gonna happen. Yeah, I'm sorry, my combat art takes priority because I'm the protagonist character. Or playing as the protagonist in this story.
My turn.
Thank you, Yuritsa. Alright, almost there.
We'll do it together.
Alright, that knocks you out.
Not a problem. I've got this.
What else do I need to worry about? Yeah, not too much.
Do my best.
I'm on fire.
Almost there. Almost there. Just the tedious part now. Oh, I'm sure Ash is fine. We've got plenty of elixir uses around.
I'll take over.
Ahrianrhod is the linchpin of the West. If we don't retake it, no, we must retake it.
Yeah, good luck with that, Dimitri.
About time.
Are we looking? Almost there. Although I suppose in a pinch we could have Edelgard go in some random direction. Almost there.
Take a breather.
See, about the only thing that you have advantage against is over here. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Okay, a priest and a few stray enemies. That should suffice. Whoops. Didn't work the way I hoped, but that's okay. You know what? I'm curious to see if the... Actually, I'm curious if Ash has anything to say to you as well.
I'll do my best.
Go ahead and see that real quick.
You knights are truer than you, Ash. I bade you to keep living.
Your Majesty, I prayed this day would never come.
Had a feeling it would be something like that.
Watch this!
You must have kept busy to make such strides in 2 short years.
I would say the same for you. Now let's get this over with. Let's link up.
Alright, bring him down.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
I had a feeling that wouldn't be the end.
We are at a breaking point. All forces, fall back. Move, Your Majesty. I will guard your escape.
That will not be necessary to do. Stay with our king and live on.
Wait, what? Where's Ingrid?
I'll take over.
Oh crap, am I actually gonna have to kill someone?
Return to us, Ingrid. I could not bear to lose you.
I'll do my best.
We'll bring victory to Fargus, Your Majesty.
Leave it to me.
Oh god, I have a bad feeling about this.
Let's finish this.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
I know what to do. Get out of my way. Much appreciated.
Alright, all out offensive, let's go.
So long as I stand, you will not threaten the future of Fargus, nor cause any of my friends and allies harm. It seems all the dreams and ideals you regaled me with are worth the dust under your feet.
I'm sorry, Ingrid, but I can't turn back now.
I have been weak. I have been unready. But I can still atone by giving the two of them a chance to escape.
Oh no, you're gonna die here, aren't you?
Please, young mistress, surrender! Your life hangs by a thread.
I know what's at stake. If I am struck down, deliver this magic lance to His Majesty.
Are we actually gonna... Is this actually Ingrid's end? Are they actually not gonna be scared to kill someone? They were utterly terrified, seemingly, of killing anyone in the Golden Deer route. Is this the route where we actually see house members die?
Is the king safe? Good. Then I've done what I set out to do.
They actually let us kill Ingrid. It wasn't the recruit Ingrid part that I missed, right?
She laid down her life to protect Dimitri and proved loyal to the very end.
Because of you, we have defended Ahrianrhod and many of the Empire's loyal vassals. I thank you for your valor.
We must hurry, Your Majesty. The others have already withdrawn.
Oh boy.
I know. I know. Forgive me, Ingrid. It saddens me beyond measure to leave you here.
The blame is mine, Your Majesty. I should have taken guard of the rear.
Then I would only be mourning your death instead. The decision was mine, as is the failure. Every death this day rests on my shoulders.
Your Majesty, please.
She deserved so much happiness. Even after losing her betrothed, She faced life with strength and vigor, only to face the agony of death once more. It should have been me who died. How can I ever atone to Count Galatea? To Glenn?
Please, don't torment yourself. Ingrid chose to be there, and she did so for you. Do not take that from her.
Damn. Jeez. Wow. Oof. That's... They actually had the guts to kill off an academy student. They shied away from it at the last second when you might have thought they would actually do so at the end of Golden Wildfire, but then they finally have the guts to do it here. Well freaking played. That stings. That stings, especially as someone who had Blue Lines as their first house in 3 houses. That stellar. Thank you, finally.
In the name of this magic lance, I swear I will defend Fargus.
I'm probably screwing things up by trying to clean up around my desk. Ended up spilling something last night, and trying to deal with that has been fun.
So rest now. I will return for you when you are avenged.
Yet another person who adds to your survivor's guild, huh? Yeah. Stellar.
You have to be strong if you want to protect people.
I won't let myself stop here. Yeah, not bad.
Let me just fix my mic real quick. Yeah, that should be good. They actually were willing to kill her. I mean, they killed Catherine in the Golden Deer route, but that was basically the only casualties in the Golden Deer route were church members.
By your valiant efforts, Ahrianrhod has held strong. I thank you, one and all.
I hardly broke a sweat. Those kingdom soldiers were nothing.
Wait, if they were nothing, then why was I having so much trouble?
I can't believe we had to kill Ingrid.
She was a most formidable commander, Dorothea. We had no choice if we hoped to claim victory.
I know that. You think I don't know that?
Right now, we need to discuss our next move. I'm sending the main body of our army back to Enbar.
Wait, why?
They'll remain in the capital until they recuperate from this latest string of battles, and until we've had time to retool our strategy.
Ah.
We hold Ahrianrhod and the Western Church in the west, the Great Bridge of Myrddin to the east, and Garreg Mach between them. We'll treat all 3 as key positions and endeavor to hold our lines there. After we regroup, we'll determine a proper time to resume our advance.
It vexes me to say this, but I have been short-sighted. We are nowhere near achieving our goals in the Alliance or the Kingdom. My command has been riddled with errors, and for that, I apologize.
Oh? And where exactly is all of this coming from? You usually exude confidence. From where I stand, we have come a great distance with minimal casualties. If time has been lost, we should be easily able to make up for it.
I'm personally happy I had the chance to see Her Majesty's vulnerable side, even if just this once.
Sib.
Reassuring her with predictable responses, are we? Well, sorry. For once, I'm not sleepy at all.
Nice try. That response still registers way up there on the Lin scale.
I will be using the extra time to make improvements, so I can offer more usefulness in future battles.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by such consistent friends.
I'm doing it.
How about me? Do I count as consistent?
I can always count on you to be you. And you may take that any way you like.
I saw the support points go up. I know you're happy. Oh boy.
So we're finally going back to the capital. Feels like it's been ages. Couldn't come at a better time either. My bones could use the rest after all the battles we've been through.
I wholeheartedly agree. The respite will help us prepare to face the Ashen Demon.
Of course, that's your focus.
Yeah, about that. I've been giving it some thought, and I don't think we need to obsess over that anymore.
But what about Captain Berling and your old allies? The ones who were brutally slaughtered, remember? You said avenging them was your dream. And think about how much hardship the Ashen Demon has put you through since you joined the Empire.
Don't get me wrong. I'd still love to prove I'm the better fighter. But imagine if we got someone like that on our side. We'd be unstoppable. It's time for me to put my wants aside and put an end to this war. For my friends. Unless you think that's a mistake. The Ashen Demon's mercenaries have fought for both the Kingdom and the Alliance. They don't have a cause, and they don't care who comes out on top in the end. It's all about who can toss them the most coin. And now that the dust has settled a bit, we've got a chance to lure them over ourselves.
And here I thought you were intelligent. Think about it. Their allegiances have changed, yes, but no matter their client, they've always been fighting the Empire. Why would they join us now? For that matter, what makes you think our soldiers would want to fight alongside a person who's murdered hundreds of their comrades?
You don't know what's about to happen in story, to be fair, but still. Alliances can be put aside and be made if only as alliances of convenience, even if there's a greater threat.
As if nobody's ever flipped sides before. Come on.
Yes, but unlike the Ashen Demon, they're not single-handedly responsible for so much killing.
Hey, Arvel.
Yes?
Why is it so important to you that the demon dies?
Because I care about you, of course. I mean, I think that's the reason.
Interesting to hear you pressed on that, knowing what I do.
Arvel, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
Well.
Scarlet blaze. Unrest in Enbar.
What? Huh? Since when?
Despite successfully defending Ahrianrhod, Edelgard concludes it is no longer possible for her to hold the eastern and western lines at the same time, and pauses to explore solutions. Almost as if trading places, she sends Count Bergliez to the Kingdom front and returns her own forces to the imperial capital of Enbar.
Okay, I get that this little chat needs to be a secret, but if we get any deeper into the woods, someone's gonna be looking for our corpses.
One can never be too safe. We do not know where our enemy lurks these days.
Lysithia's here too? What's she got to do with this?
Wait, is that, wait, no, this is a front. Edelgard's putting up a front, isn't it? Isn't she?
Lysithia has had contact in the past with those who slither in the dark. I asked her to come along so she might be privy to all of the information.
I'm just listening. Pretend I'm not even here. And besides, they're my enemy too.
Right.
Now, as you know, our enemy has gone into hiding. But considering what they are capable of, we cannot relax our guard, particularly at the capital. The streets of Enbar practically teemed with them at one time. So we cannot rule out the possibility they will attempt some mischief when Her Majesty and the rest of us return.
Is Edelgard aware of this current meeting?
That's true. They're devious, both everywhere and nowhere at once. We have to be careful.
They're a real headache, all right. So, how can I help?
I called you here because I have a request. And a warning. I believe that if those who slither in the dark do try something, they will attempt to approach you.
Me?
Yes. You.
Why is that a surprise to you, Shez?
Your powers may come from the same place as theirs, right?
Wait, how much does Lysithia know?
It stands to reason they might try to recruit you.
Sure, but they'd be wasting their time. There's no way I'm gonna help those monsters.
And what if they appear as your long-lost brother? Same hair, same eyes, a voice full of kindness.
Or, what if one of them calls out, "I finally found you, my child"?
Maybe they are your family. Maybe they are not. Could you really drive a sword through their heart with that knowledge yet uncertain?
You know that you do make a good point. I'm surprised that Claude was so trusting of us in hindsight.
Forgive me. That was cruel. I am merely voicing one possibility among many.
You actually asking for forgiveness? What? Who are you and what have you done with Hubert?
Still, now you will know to expect it. It behooves you to remember how harsh reality can actually be.
So this was just to set a warning for Shez, huh? And it looks like it's mirroring the Golden Deer route in that it's only Enbar we have to worry about. Huh. So the unrest is going to be kept to Enbar, huh? Well, if there's no paralog, we might as well just knock it out today, huh? Kill it with fire before it'll assimilate others? I suppose one's hometown will always hold a significant place in their heart. There's a wide range of emotions coursing through you right now, from an unbridled sense of freedom to a feeling of relief. But I cannot quite wrap my head around why, as I have no hometown myself. At least not as far as I remember. Huh. Unless it's just a matter that we've gotten comfortable here. Felicia and I have been allowed to return to the Imperial capital and see our family for the first time in some while.
Way to go!
Plus, we succeeded in protecting Ahrianrhod, so we can go back with our heads held high. Exactly so. You've helped me so many times, Shez, and I thank you for it. Yeah, you were amazing. I hope we can work together again someday. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Alrighty then, we'll have to see how things play out. Is it really alright that I came to Enbar? I am certainly glad to be alongside him, but... no, it's nothing. I chose to walk away from everyone, and now I have no other options. Ugh, maybe death would have been a mercy. No, I'm not doing a genocide route, Ko.
Listen up.
This'll be my first time in Enbar. It's the biggest city in Fodlan, yeah? Whenever there are too many people around, I tend to freeze up. Might not be a good idea to head to the busiest city around. I mean, if I let a sigh slip there. Yeah, sure. Still, if you need a hand with something, just let me know. What a pal.
By the way,
I rather like the church in the capital. It is quite old, but possessed of a pleasant atmosphere. 1,000 years ago, St. Seros appeared at Enbar and guided the founding of Adrestia. She also built Garreg Mach, though in the end she left the Empire entirely. Given such history, I believe the Church of Seros ought to be protecting the people of Adrestia even now. And yet we're fighting them. Then again, it was us who instigated.
It's all hopeless.
Returning to the capital means returning to the Imperial Palace, yes? I wonder if there is truly a place for me there. It will surely mean suffering at the hands of the daughters of nobles my family once mingled with. Well, since the nobility seems to hold little love for you, perhaps you will act as my shield? Oh, of course you're not giving me a chance to respond. Great. Speaking of Enbar, that reminds me. I haven't been there since I infiltrated the black market to get Ajramushti back after it was stolen from my mother's hometown.
Huh?
The black market? Wait, I heard about that. So that big guy picking fights was you all along? Actually, nope. Must have been someone else. You're amusing, Balthus.
Hear me out.
I can let my hair down for the first time in a while. Same for you, yeah? We could well end up dead in the next battle, so we'd better spend our coin while we can. Alrighty then. See how it plays out. Oh yeah, Anna's right here since we start out. Enbar's been around a lot longer than Garreg Mach. Of course, the Imperial Palace and sprawling city didn't exist in the old days. But now the town houses one of the largest markets in Fodlan. Every merchant dreams of making it big there.
Well, hello there. Thanks a bunch.
Actually, I may as well take care of purchasing stuff now.
Well, hello there.
Let's see, what do I need? Oh, I'm starting to run out of intermediate seals? I've still got a ways to go, but still.
For you.
Oh wow, I haven't been back here in a while. There's a lot that I need to pick up.
Is that the one?
Is that the one?
Best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Is that the one?
Huh.
Nothing but
Seems
the
being a
best
little
for
unresponsive.
you. Nothing
Maybe
but
I
the
didn't
best
notice
for
it in
you.
gameplay.
Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one?
Shut
Is that
up.
the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one?
I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't keep the same intonation on Is That the One, but whatever.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander! Nothing to report! Although, since we're heading back to Wenbar for the first time in a bit, I'd sure like to see my family. I mean, think about it. So long as we're caught up in all this fighting, there's no telling when one of us might leave home for the last time. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. I mean, it's not like we're gonna be attacked at any point, right? Right? Returning now. How tedious. Had we kept fighting, I may have enjoyed myself.
What do you think?
You want to head back to the front? I'm sure Edelgard would send you if you asked. No. I was ordered to return with her, and must obey. Although, I do wonder how much unrest Hubert is expecting when we get back.
Got a sec?
It's been quite a while since I've felt this kind of atmosphere. Is this what soldiers mean when they speak of the calm after the battle? We had some sad farewells, and a lot of pain. But I suppose we should try to be happy that we're alive and able to return safely home. Indeed. The Mittelfrank Opera Company has been tasked with providing performances as a way to thank the Imperial Army for its services. As a formerly featured songstress, perhaps I could do more to show my own appreciation for all of your efforts. Now you're talking. But what do you mean by that exactly? Come by the infirmary later and I'll sing you a song that soothes both spirits and nerves. I'm sure that's all you have in mind, you weirdo.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
If Monica weren't there, I'd call you the son.
Everything has its use.
It's so exciting to be heading back to the capital after so long. And since my father's at Garreg Mach and I don't have to see him, maybe I can actually relax.
That reminds me.
You know, I've heard plenty of things about your old man, but not a word about your mom. Really? Well, my mother is a civil officer who still works in the Imperial capital. She has a ton of useful skills, and people say she's an intelligent, accomplished lady. Not like me at all. I didn't strike a nerve by bringing that up, did I? Oh, what do you two have to talk about?
Do you have a moment?
There are a lot of historic buildings still standing in Enbar. And with the battle on hold, I'm hoping to take a nice stroll around to all the different sites.
Well, you see...
Would you two want to walk in the city with me? Together? I bet you make a great tour guide, Ignatz. I'm in. Great! I can't wait to show you what Enbar has to offer. But what about you, Marianne? I will think about it. No, please come along. It'll be great. Actually, while I'm here, I should make sure that Mercedes is seen too. Pretty sure she's the only one who I haven't given literally everything here. And since I have the money to throw at it...
I think I've learned something new.
Alright, so attacks fill the unique... Alright, attack and gradually restores HP. Okay, so you've got a similar passive to what you had in Three Houses, where healing someone else heals you.
This makes sense. Yes, this makes sense.
And there it is.
I think I've learned something new.
Alright, so you're better as a defender.
Yes, this makes sense.
Whoops. And then you've got the same crest as...
I think I've learned something new.
And then you've got the same crest as Yuritsa. And honestly, looking at what...
Don't neglect your daily study.
Honestly, looking at the specific... Actually, let me check to be specific. I want to see the convoy. Alright, where's Yuritsa? I want to see what exactly you've got. What that pendant does exactly. Okay, so the Raphael Gem. So let's see. Nullifies all effective attacks, so basically it takes away type effectiveness against you. Nullifies all status effects. Okay, so it's actually pretty useful no matter who's using it. It probably would be better in Yuritsa. Well, I guess it could work in Yuritsa's or Mercedes' hands. Hearing Her Majesty say what she did only makes me feel all the more inadequate. But I will never ever let such a thing happen again. You agree with me on that, yes? Oh, I hear you. There's nothing more frustrating than leaving a job unfinished. You know, I think we might be talking about different things here. Shouldn't have tried to be conciliatory to a simp, apparently. Are you familiar with the weapons associated with the Saints, such as the Spear of Assault used by Saint Keyhole? And of course, there is also Saint Sethleen's Caduceus staff. I hope I'm pronouncing those right. The Central Church controls the majority of these sacred items, but there are no small number whose whereabouts have been lost to time. Actually, wait, both of those were in Alliance territory. I wonder if I'll end up with them at some point.
To be brief.
Before the war, we searched for the weapons we had lost and came up upon the axe now used by Her Majesty. Huh. So that's something specific? Interesting. I'm a member of the Kingdom's House Illidor. I spearheaded our support for the Empire, but... well, during the subsequent disorder, the Kingdom's army ended up marching south. And in the end, the regions north of Count Rose territory once more sided with the King.
Indeed.
Sensing the clear danger to myself in such an arrangement, I fled to the Empire. That explains why you're here. I'm glad the Nato made it out safely, but we killed Ingrid. Can't ever go back, can I? There's no place left for me in Fargus. Whatever part of me that was a knight is dead. Ugh. Yeah. There's not much I can do for you there, unfortunately. So long as your face remains unbothered, I trust that nothing of note has come to pass. However, common sense simply does not apply to those people, and we cannot ever know how or when they might make an appearance. Please don't let your guard down, even in Enbar. Although this may be overly cautious of me, but be wary of Hubert. I don't think the man entirely trusts you. Oh, he definitely does not trust me. I don't think he even trusts himself, honestly. Alright, real quick. Let's dig into the supports for Mercedes, because I haven't seen any of those yet. Alright, so you've got a couple with Caspar, that's interesting. One with Ash, a couple with Lysithea, and then a major one with Yuritsa. Alright, so I should probably start working toward the one with Yuritsa then. And probably Caspar, since I don't know how recruitment's gonna pan out for that. Alright, so you can't get your unique class yet. What can I apply to the rest? Alright, so the only difference is that I can also give you the mage class.
I love tackling a new challenge.
Alrighty then. Wait, Bernie's got something new? Oh, right, I could also give you Falconite. I was hesitant on doing that because I don't have as many Master Seals at the moment. So now that you've mastered Death Knight, I can have you working on that instead, and have Mercedes thrown in to try and fast-track her to Remery. And that should suffice. Get you two working together. I don't need to worry over much about supports beyond that, so I guess we'll just go ahead and hit the successive training button and see how it works out.
Getting stronger.
Even a mule will eventually reach its destination.
I'll put this to good use.
Who knew this power slept within?
Can't let this power go unused.
Actually, you know what I should do?
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Forget training right now. The real question is, will there be any are there any paralogs to worry about? Because if there are paralogs to worry about, then I should probably call it soon. Well, I should probably do those paralogs and then call it. Because I don't think I have time for... Unsettling Truths. Oh, we've already... Technically, I did that in the Golden Deer route. I didn't realize that it could appear here as well. Okay, in that case, I can do that on my own time. In that case, I think what I'll do is I'll call it here. Let me finish talking to everybody and we'll call it.
Make sure you're ready.
As we've been going for a couple of hours now, so I may as well wrap things up, and then I can just see to what little grinding remains. And if I have any time over the course of the week, instead of grinding this out, I can spend it on getting further along and going through Golden Deer again to see what it's like when you don't recruit Gerald. Either way. I have my regrets about this campaign, but at the same time believe I have done all that I could.
Right.
I've seen a path which will lead to the Empire ruling Fodlan and opening the way to a better future. Do you think so? We were forced into a stalemate with the Alliance, the fight with the Kingdom is at a standstill, and the Central Church is alive and well.
Damn.
Many challenges still lie ahead on our path to victory. I get what Ferdinand is saying. We can do this. I thought you would say as much. Now, let us work together diligently for the sake of our future. If you possess that much energy, do feel free to apply it to matters pending before you. Don't worry, I'll see it done, Hubert. We'll be fine. Count Heffering.
Frankly,
though it's rather lacking in reliability, I've heard whispers that an attempt on Her Majesty's life is currently in the works. Just in case, I brought along soldiers to meet her, though I admit my worry may be unfounded.
You sure?
Hey, better safe than sorry, especially when we're not even inside the city yet. After all, the best time to attack is just before the enemy thinks they're home free. That's when their guard is always at its lowest.
how unexpected.
Wise words. I'm actually rather shocked. Why would you be shocked? You know what, never. Given the kind of company that Linhardt keeps, I guess you shouldn't be that surprised.
What can I do for you?
I have come from Enbard to welcome you, and give you congratulations for the many battles you have weathered thus far. I must say, you have proven to be a grand success. Her Majesty certainly does have a keen eye for talent. True, there have been a few stalemates, but there can be no doubt that the Empire will emerge the ultimate victor in this war. We'll see how that transpires.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Though the war is calm for a time, that does not mean we no longer have things to do. We must reorganize the army, as well as change our relations with the other regions. I will need to lean on your strength more than ever in such times.
Right on.
Leave it to me, boss. So long as it's business fit for a merc, I'll get it done. You're capable of handling a great number of things, not merely mercenary matters. Glad that you think so, but,
What
well,
do you think?
we are returning to the capital soon, yes? Am I having time to go back to Brigid? It would give me happiness to visit home after a time of such longness.
Let's see.
Brigid's your homeland, right? Place beyond the sea? Guess you'd have to sail out there.
Ah.
Yes, I would be riding with a trade ship, as I am lacking a vessel of my own. Although someday I am hoping to travel back and forth as I please. Well, we'll see if such a future is in sight.
Well met.
The war has started, yet the air in the capital remains rather cheery, no? I suppose they can't even imagine the possibility of losing. And while I want to think that way myself, one never knows what fate has in store. Ugh. My voice is definitely giving out, I should call it soon. Why, what would happen if instead the Empire itself were suddenly invaded? Gee, I wonder if that was a possibility in some future.
Hey there.
Randolph is the son of the previous Count Bergliez' second wife, and one who has caused much familial strife. I wonder what Caspar and the others think of a man like that being welcomed as a leader. But taken to excess, I fear it will invite backlash, though perhaps this conversation is lost on you, seeing as you are a beneficiary yourself. So that's the family line? Interesting.
Alright!
Aw yeah! A triumphant return! Or, maybe it's not quite triumphant enough for me to say that? Anyway, we're headed back, but my father has entered Ahrianrhod and is keeping an eye on the Kingdom Army. Apparently Duke Garrett, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, was sent to Murden in his place. He fights pretty well, right? Like, well enough that maybe he'll be able to hold it? I guess we'll find out.
Speaking of...
The imperial capital of Enbar has existed since before the establishment of the Adrestian Empire. It is where St. Seros first appeared to the world. You've been there before, yes? Were you able to appreciate the city's rich and storied history in all its glory?
Right on.
I've been there, but hearing you talk about the sights has me excited. Maybe you'd even be willing to give me a little tour? Wait, first Ignatz and now Lawrence?
In actuality...
Actually, this will be my first time there. Although I have been to the royal capital. Huh, interesting. I guess we'll see how it plays out then. I'm surprised Edelgard would choose to return.
Excellent.
I thought her the type to continue a fight at any cost, but I'm glad to be proven wrong.
Let's see.
Yep, it's always good for a leader to be flexible. Personally, I'd love it if she abandoned this war altogether, but that seems like a long shot. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's never happening.
Hey.
There are so many leaders our age in Her Majesty's personal army. It's great. And I'm gonna prove myself to be the best. Sure, buddy. Yeah, you're an NPC. Now that ain't happening.
Got a minute?
All this talk about rethinking our strategy seems like it's more for the big brains at the top. In the meantime, I've got some time off. What am I supposed to do in the capital? You got any ideas? Do what you always do. Lift something heavy and then chow down on a nice hunk of beef. Sounds like a good idea to me. Wonder what kind of grub I can dig up at Embar. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it now. Oh boy. Alright, that appears to be everyone, so we can call it so. Let's just check up on chat real quick and we'll call it a day. Anyway, did you know that there exists pink dragons among chromatic dragons? Wait, what? Pink? They're unique in that they aren't evil among chromatic, and most of the time, their time is spent wanting to entertain others, mostly by just jesting and joking. Although if you don't like their jokes, they'll eat you with punishment. Again, they aren't evil, but still not good. Also, they have bubble breath. Is this something out of My Little Pony? Actually, knowing Milo, it probably is. Either way, that will be all for now. So, I don't know how regularly I'll be able to do Sunday streams. It was nice to do that variety stream on Thursday, but I'll probably want to dial back on how much I'm streaming on a weekly basis, as I feel like I was burning my candle a little too much. I want to keep at least one night open to either just relax or do something else, besides just either stream, work on Project Backlog, or something to that effect. Wait, pink dragons are officially in D&D? Oh god. That does sound like something the Dungeon Master would throw at us. Actually, yeah, he would, given the area we're in now. Huh. I better not give him ideas, though. We're definitely not at a level where we could take it. Either way. So, I don't know if I'll be able to play this next week, or if I'll have all the time in the world to wrap up the Golden Deer routes for a second time, but whatever the case may be, we'll see how it plays out. So, looking ahead to next week, it's just going to be the usual Xenoblade on Wednesdays, and we are looking to possibly wrap up Metroid Dread on Saturday, which should be a fun time, because I decided to go full completionist after engaging in the sunk cost fallacy while retrieving stuff before the final battle, because the final battle kept kicking my ass and I wanted to be amply prepared for it. So I'm at the point where I've found most of the items in most of the areas, so I think I've got 2 major areas left that's got a lot that be found, and then 1 item to find right before the final boss, so we might be able to end this Saturday, might not. But either way, once we start with that, we'll have an opportunity to figure out what to do next. I'm thinking after that, I'll alternate with variety streams and backlog clearing. So, as for what the backlog clearing it'll be, well, I'll leave that up to chat / whoever ends up watching in hindsight afterward. Because I've got a few options in mind that I've talked about on other streams, so we'll see how it plays out. We'll see which one ends up being chosen too after polling this place in Discord. Either way, until then, that's where we'll call it. So next week, whenever we can, or well, hopefully next week, but whenever we can find time, we'll see what nonsense awaits for us in Enbar. I think I do know one event that's going to be happening given the circumstances, but actually now that I think of it, I wonder if this is a ploy by Edelgard to try and force some nonsense. Could be. Could be. I guess we'll see before too long. Either way, my speculation aside, thank you all for watching,